Good morning,
Goeiemôre.
and to my Cotonian friends away. Guys and girls, this morning it's all about what's currently happening in the world, and we're trying to shed a bit more light on that. I also see that the light on our faces is a bit strong. Let me try and see if we can put that off there. I hope that looks better. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening currently. In the last 5 days, America and Israel has started bombing certain parts of Iran, and in conjunction with what they believe. And Iran has got a lot of people with trigger fingers, and they started bombing back. And the end of the day is the problem has escalated to a much wider scale than just the bombing in Iran. Hezbollah from Lebanon has now joined the fight on the other side. Iran has decided, let's hit everybody that we don't like, and they've just sent missiles everywhere. So they sent missiles to Dubai, UAE, Qatar, you name it. All of those, I would say, neutral countries around them was hit by them. They sent missiles naturally to all the American assets in the area, as well as to Israel. So Israel was hit with a few missiles, and then from, I think, last night, Hezbollah as well from Lebanon started throwing a few missiles. So
Yeah, it feels like in the past the war was like it's over there, so it
Yeah,
didn't bother us.
yeah.
But this time it feels it's affecting us a little bit more because it is where our families, some of our family members are, and it is affecting people that we know that flew to South Africa via
And
Emirates, with
and
Emirates.
some people
so-
are stuck on airports. Some people
Yeah.
are stuck on airports that's not even near the
yeah,
war zone, but their planes can't land, or their planes can't take off. And
yeah, it's affecting.
yeah, if you really think about Dubai and Qatar, those are massive airports. That this is not small scale stuff. This is massive airports. And for them not to accept their own country's airplanes anymore, due to the fact that it's too dangerous,
Yeah.
you still have a big problem. A lot of airplanes all over the world,
Mm.
and it's wider than that. Although you can think, let's park a lot of planes somewhere. Those planes can fly from other center as well. So, okay, but now you got to re-rail everything, because once you start piling up what's another 300 odd planes per day to another center, you need petrol for those things. You need
Yeah.
food. You need fresh crew, which is not there.
Yeah.
So it takes the world. The world will survive this. I want to put it out there. The world airlines will survive this, but it'll take time for them just to get back into
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
near normal type of swing.
Yeah, and it feels a little bit close to home. I mean, we all know people that live in
Yeah.
Dubai.
Yeah, I've
And-
got direct family living there that has been severely affected by the war. So,
Yeah.
and I've got friends on the other side in Bahrain, friends in all over that.
And it's the thing is, you see the places on TV and you think, oh my word, we were there. Or our son was working in Bahrain.
Yeah.
And it could have
Or
been,
Qatar,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's better not to think of it
Yeah.
too deeply.
So, to our clients that are still out there, we know who each of you are. We have got you. I know there's a lot of them still stuck in South Africa, which is probably not that bad, but they can't fly back. So it affects every country basically in the world. So I just want to say good morning
does.
to
Morning,
Vanita,
Vanita.
morning, everybody else saying morning. The problem is, even if we are, let's say, the furthest country in the world from all of this war problems that we have, and I doubt if you can get anybody that's further than us away. Okay. So actually, we were supposed to sit here and eat sheep and a joint or something like that, but it's not going to be. It is going to affect our finances in the long run. All right. Point one, Iran has closed the Strait of Hormuz now. So anything goes through there will just be hit by a missile. The impact of this was, point one, companies like Lloyd's of London, which is the world's biggest insurance companies, jumped on the telephone and said, "Okay, guys, we will pay for you guys going through there through the Strait of Hormuz. We will insure your ship. It's no problem. But we're just going to increase the premium by 500 million times." So now this guy is sitting there with his little ship,
It has to.
billions of tons of oil, thinking, "Okay, I've got to sell this oil at about $1 million a barrel just to be able to go through here if I make it.
Yeah.
So now he's going to turn around to this little ship. It goes all the way around Cape, all the way upside the other way. The problem there is, point one, it takes a lot of fuel to burn now.
Yeah.
Now the oil getting to the place where it should go is taking so much longer just to get there. Oil has jumped from $77 per barrel to about, I think it's 80, and they reckon it's going to stabilize at about $85 per barrel. So that's not it's still high, but it's not too bad.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking it could go much higher.
But I saw that people in Australia say that the petrol price has already gone up. Yeah. So it's definitely going to hit us as well.
I think we've got a gold day today where we can get a bit of discount as well. So
I filled up yesterday.
So
how do you think all of this is going to affect the way that we invest here in New Zealand? I'm talking about KiwiSaver.
The one thing with any war normally is your more, I can say, precious metals, your golds, your silvers, those type of things, those go up. We have seen that happen already.
Yeah.
Gold is really doing good. So if you are in gold, smile, eventually take your profits and run, because it's going to reach the ceiling and then it's going to come down like it always does. Okay. Silver has started increasing, and this morning for the first time I saw that crypto coins have increased. I'm down to, I think was down to minus 45% on my crypto. I'm down to 39, minus 39 this morning. So yes, there was a slight increase, but all these other stuff like crypto and those, they don't have anything that they hang on to. But gold is a solid thing. Gold's always in wartime increased. It has increased. What I think would happen in the long run is your type of stocks, your stocks that's all to do with AI and those type of stocks probably could either lag a bit or go down a slight bit. If you are into the war machines and you want to invest in those type of countries, that will be doing good for the foreseeable future, because these guys have to manufacture a lot of bombs and planes and everything else now.
Yeah.
So those stocks will definitely go up. None of my clients are invested in that. We try ethical investment as well. But that's the things that will go up. And in any type of war, there's always winners and losers. So currently your losers will be your more, how can I say, your AI type of companies, those companies, your Microsofts, those ones. They're not going to go bankrupt. Please don't get me wrong now. They would probably slow down the growth a bit. All right, because the money has to be diverted somewhere else for this war to go on. So if you are in oil stocks, expect that to rise as well. It will be doing good. Your average Dow Jones, those type of places, has already slowed down. You can see the slowdown there. The problem is for us as Kiwis. Yes, my KiwiSaver is, I would say, 80% into shares that is not New Zealand based. So I expect my KiwiSaver to go down by about 4 or 5%.
Okay.
But it's my KiwiSaver.
Yeah.
I'm not worried. I'm not going to go onto pension tomorrow.
Yeah. You still have time.
So still have time. I'm still adding to my KiwiSaver. I haven't stopped that. I'm not going to move out of the high growth fund where I am now, because I still see the value in that. I still see that once this is over, and it's got to stop somewhere. This war cannot go on forever. America doesn't have the money for this. The rest of the world doesn't have the money for this. So this war has got to stop somewhere, but there has to be certain things. And point one, there has to be a regime change. Okay. And that was the ultimate reason why they started the war. So there has to be a regime change. There has to be, a different brand of politics being run in Iran. One that doesn't sit with a finger on a nuclear trigger. Because I don't want to be, even in New Zealand, if those guys ever had a nuclear bomb. The fact that they're doing what they are doing now, they're bombing all the friendlies and the neutral guys around them as well, all in the same breath of fresh air. Let's shoot everybody. And if you had a nuclear bomb or bombs, how do you think this would have ended?
Yeah.
So good morning to Neil Detoy as well. The problem that we face, point one, we agriculture driven in this country. So a lot of our money and our exports is in fresh food, is in milk and sheep and those type of things. And all this got to be exported. And some of that has to run through that Strait of Hormuz, which is closed now.
Yeah.
So point one, if you are on your way to New Zealand and you've sent your container as well, expect to have a delay.
Oh yeah,
Not
didn't
not,
even
not
think of
even
that.
not even there could be a delay. I'm saying you are going to have a delay of at least, I would say, 2 months. At least. At least. Shipping has been disrupted. Point one, the first things that they will look at now is your container is full of clothes and furniture.
It's not that
It's not
important.
important. The big important thing is, there's a lot of ship. It has to go to there. You got to get that off first. Because the longer that is not on the ship, the bigger the chances it's going to go off.
Yeah.
All right. So they got to send the foodstuffs first around the world, and then thereafter they'll move everything else. And it'll take a while for that to get back on track because now everybody's got to go all around the Cape.
Do you think if New Zealand can't export, that our fresh produce price will lower a little bit?
Yo,
Because they have to then sell.
I was thinking of that as well. There was areas where we had the same problem already in the past, and it didn't really have an impact on your local food.
It actually should, because they have
actually
an
should.
excess.
Yeah, but you see, the other way around is if you got cheaper food and you can pop it off to somebody like China or so, you can always run it there, or to the Aussies and the Chinese.
Okay, so there's still places that you can
still
actually
places where you
export.
can, but you don't have that export now. So you will have to open up that avenue first and say, guys, we got all of this extra food. We're gonna send it around the Cape to the Europe or wherever else it has to go. Can we pop it off to you? So it's not a good situation, because now the farmer has to take whatever he can get. Otherwise, it's going to arrive in Europe with this extra long sea route.
Yeah.
It's going to arrive at a much higher price already. A price that the exporter did not bargain for.
Yeah.
Because the fuel cost just on that and the insurance on the ships has gone up crazy. So,
yeah. But I expect that our food prices will also go up again.
That's the one problem, is we are importing our fuel. We are not allowed. I've heard they are probably going to open Marsden Point now again. But until now, we have to import fuel. We have to import diesel. We have to import petrol. The problem is 20% of all fuel and all those type of stuff runs through that Strait of Hormuz, which is closed now.
Yeah.
All right. So 20% of whatever we could have gotten here, we're not going to get.
Yeah.
Okay. So keep that in mind. And that's for the rest of the world as well. So everywhere.
We still have our electric bikes, eh?
We still have our electric bikes, but okay, I was thinking about that as well this morning.
But is it not going to work?
No, I'll come to that point now. So the problem that we do have is once those stuff arrive in this country, and it's part of, let's say everything goes up by just 20%, all the petrol and oil just goes up by 20%, which I reckon it will have to go up more. But anyway, let's say just 20%. Everything arrives here. You got to put that 20% extra cost onto the trucks transporting the stuff. Now you got to move sheep from the South Island to the North Island and so forth, and we got to eat, and it's up and down, trucks running up and down. Somewhere along the line, somebody's got to pay for that. Okay, just keep that in mind. So now it's going to cost 20% more, at least 20% more. That 20% more is not going to be absorbed by Pack and Save and these guys, because they're not good guys. They're out there to make money.
Yeah.
Okay. So for them, it's all about the balance sheet. They want to make more money than what they spend. So who's going to pay that 20% more? Me and you.
Yeah.
The end consumer, the guy that goes in and buy that meat, buy that rice, buy that stuff from the counter. So suddenly your prices of your stuff goes up. Your petrol, everything else is more expensive. So you need to get to work. You can't tell your boss, oh well, there's a war in the East. I'm probably not going to be in the office for the next 6 months. You can't do that. So you still got to drive in every day. You're still going to pay more money just for fuel to get there. Point one. So this increases inflation in the long run. And inflation has got a knock-on effect on our prices that we pay for our houses directly, because that interest rate is going to be increased in the long run if we can't get that inflation down quickly.
Yes.
And inflation was up even before the war.
Yeah.
Was on a bit of an unhealthy area even before the war. I was a bit afraid of where the last inflation was, thinking of the overall scheme that we have to go through this year, because the government would really want to go through this year with no increases.
Yes.
If I was in government, I would
Yeah.
have thought, how are we going to absorb this?
Mm.
And it's rather difficult for the government to absorb
And now
this.
it's going to be even more.
And it's their election year.
Yeah.
So they don't want to show to everybody, oh, we can't, inflation is rampant again, like the previous government's time. They have to show that they are in control.
Yeah.
And the only way that you can stay in control is to ramp up interest rates.
Sure. Yeah.
So it's a bad catch-22.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that interest rates will never go up, but we can't afford that to go up now. It just come down.
Yeah.
I've got another 2 or 3 months before I got to refix my mortgages. I don't want anything to go up now, to be quite frank.
No.
And I'm still in a bloody high from the previous time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, it's a bad one. Good morning, Elise.
Good morning to Elise Frey from Cape Town.
How is Cape Town this morning? Oh, this evening.
That's evening down in South Africa. And the problem with the rising costs is going to be not only New Zealand.
No.
It's going to be the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And
I think this is going to hit everyone.
And for once, we can't blame Jacinda. So this is going to be.
And it's also not Jan van Riebeeck.
It's also not Jan van Riebeeck's fault, guys. For once, it's not Jacinda's or Jan van Riebeeck's fault.
Oh.
But yeah.
At least we can still smile.
Yeah, but this thing is not going to be. There's no good outcome at the end of the day.
Yeah, war is there's never a good end.
And the problem with wars, there's always a winner and there's always a loser. But the problem with the losers is there's normally a lot of, how can I say, collateral damage or losers that you didn't think it will be losers.
Yeah.
And in this stage, New Zealand will be a loser to this war.
Yeah.
Well, that's the one big problem. New Zealand will be a loser to this war. We haven't even fired a shot. We don't have ships anymore. It's sunk as well. What do we have? We've got guys in tanks. We haven't even got a tank on
peace.
we haven't even got a tank on the battlefield, but it's affecting us. So that makes us a loser in this war as well.
Yeah,
so
I think everyone is going to
everybody's going to be a loser. And even America, even if America probably will win this war. They've gone flat out. The Israelis is with them, and I mean these guys have been making war for many years.
So how else is this going to affect our lives here living in New Zealand, do you think?
I would think that the average person would now think twice once the price has gone up. I would think the average person would now think twice, point one, to drive very far. So you just won't get in your car and drive all the way to the South Island.
And probably the flight tickets are also going to increase.
That is the other one. I've heard rumors, and this is only rumors so far, but I've heard rumors that currently the direct flights, the stuff like Qantas, these guys have increased exponentially.
Oh,
exponentially. The one problem with them is now they've got. Oh, that's not a problem for them. They've got everybody to choose from.
I know.
If you've got money, come fly with us. If you don't have money, don't fly with us.
Yeah, it's bad.
The big problem here now is, and this is where we as insurance brokers come in as well. We have this problem. Point one. If your flight has been disrupted by war, it's not covered anymore with travel insurance.
Oh.
So this is
okay. So war is excluded.
War is excluded. Unfortunately, war is excluded, and it's excluded on most of the policies. And there's nothing you can do about it. We from Sunday morning early, I was on the phone as soon as the sun came up. I was already on the phone, and the staff I was in Whangarei, staff in Tauranga. We tried to get hold of the guys that's selling the insurance, or the insurance companies at the end of the day. They responded by about 11 o'clock on a Sunday. Now, remember, for any insurance company to respond over a weekend, that was amazing. I just thought, wow, these guys are good. So they were at least responding to us at the end of the day, but the verdict is still the same at the end of the day. Point one, the airlines has got to honor their part of this.
Yeah.
They will have to fly the people back. But it could be that it's in 3 weeks' time, even a month's time, or whenever they can resume their routes.
Yeah.
And remember, as soon as that route is open again, if it becomes open quickly, there's a backlog.
Oh yeah,
It's a heap
it's
of
gonna
time.
take
Yeah.
for it's gonna take for
Yeah.
But it does right. In New Zealand's already expensive. It is expensive, and it's gonna get worse.
It's gonna get worse, and
Yeah, so even your local flights are gonna be very expensive.
she also said when the costs go up with the war, they won't come down. We've seen that happen in the past as well. I fully agree with her there. We got to watch where the costs are going, and we got to watch where it's going to end at the end of the day. So
we'll have to go back to self-sustainability.
Yeah, get the old chuck the lawnmower away and buy 2 sheep
but
or something.
I always thought that New Zealand has got all the means of being a self-sustainable country. So it never made sense to me that we have to import so many of the things.
Let's put it on another way for you. Okay, let me put it this way. If we cannot export anything tomorrow morning, okay, we are going to, let's say, export and import anything tomorrow morning, we are going to have a massive problem. Within 30 days, we won't have cars anymore. Okay. Even the world's best countries have got about 30 days of oil and petrol reserves. So within 30 days, New Zealand won't have cars anymore. And the electric bike will come in well for you. But the problem is,
we're not going to have electricity.
We're going to have either extremely high electricity because we are importing coal as well.
Yeah.
And we can't import, so the coal is a problem. We can't run anything else. They are putting up solar like crazy. They are not doing that fast enough. Okay. Even if they have all the solar farms that they want for the next 6 months up now, I don't think that's going to be enough. We still have got a vast or a rather large amount of energy coming from coal, point one. We are now going into winter.
Yes.
Winter peaks. Our electricity usage peaks because we want to run the aircon, we want to run the heater. We need these type of things just to survive because we're humans. So then from there onwards, you can't charge your car. So the guys with Priuses and those type of things, they'll now also find out what large bills is like because electricity will cost a lot.
Yeah.
It will cost a lot. But the full electric car will probably be the only thing currently still on the road.
Yeah.
For a period of time. While all of us with our petrol vehicles, that'll grind down. You'll have queues for hours at garages, which will produce no.
You'll be going very grim now, but
I'm just saying this. If worst case scenario, New Zealand can't import or export anything, but the thing is, our food will become cheaper up to a point where we will have extra milk, we will have extra meat. We will suffer some of the stuff that we are now have to import because it becomes winter. We don't have all of those shit that you guys eat and the vegans eat. So a lot of vegans are going to die.
Yeah, but we'll be fine. We like sheep.
I like sheep, but sorry for the vegans, guys. I see dark times for you. So, but I still got a lawn if anyone is interested.
Yeah, but I think New Zealand will be fine food-wise.
Yeah. Andres Graaf saying, just to think New Zealand had refineries thanks to Cindy, that's gone.
I know.
Andres, the problem is they are still there, but we don't have oil. It's like a catch-22 situation. So, Benita's saying she guess electric coal will be the way up to a point. So, yeah. The longer-term effect will be that interest rates rise again. Interest rates rise. We pay more for our houses. We have less spending money in the long run. It's grim to think about it. But so what we got to hope for? Let's talk about the positives. Let's hope for the following. We got to hope that war doesn't last longer than 4 weeks.
Okay. Do you think that is all possible?
That is possible.
If I look at the wars over the past few years, they just never end.
But a good thing here is it looks like America nor Israel would want to send in ground troops in Iran.
Okay, so
it's a massive country. You need millions of soldiers to effectively take over that country in total. Point one. The other thing is a lot of people in Iran wasn't very happy that their dictator killed them like flies. Okay, so that's the other positive thing. It could be that there's a good uprising from the citizens and they take over and they form their own government.
I think that is what they
currently
happen.
American Israel has to bomb all the places that still got weapons in because they like to kill their own.
So this is what the war is about.
The war is about having a bad guy there, not listening to the rest of the world, not saying I won't have nuclear. He wants to have nuclear. He wants to pop, but he's not there anymore. So Vanita is saying she would stockpile like it's an apocalypse. So today, Vanita will be in the aisle saying toilet paper.
I think we'll be fine with toilet paper.
Vanita, I'm going to publish your address to the people if we run out of
Toilet paper is one of the things that we actually produce here in New Zealand.
Do we still produce it? Because we've closed a lot of sawmills.
Yeah,
now.
but I saw there was a thing on TV the other day. There is one brand that we're still okay with.
You can still wipe your ass if need.
Yeah. Look, I am still very glad that I am at this end of the world at this stage. I mean, everyone is affected, but I don't know. I still feel kind of
the one
safer.
The one thing that you should hope for, and if you're a praying person, you should pray for, is that the rest of the countries being affected by the bombs now, which is not currently part of the whole war, will stay out.
Yes.
Because it looks like there has been sent some missiles to Turkey as well.
And
Turkey has got a large arsenal that they would love to test out. And I know Turkey is a bit of an itch. They are a bit of an itch. So the UAE also wants to send a few planes over. So that could be a free for all at the end of the day. And that's not where we want to go.
No.
We cannot afford that, because that will just put us back from 4 weeks to 4 months to 4 years at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because once these desert tribes start a war, they take it forever.
And this is where it also then again affects the people that are far away from their families, because it won't be that easy to just get on a plane and fly there. Not only will no planes be available, or the routes will be affected, but it's also you may not feel safe to travel.
And accept that the increase in price is really going to be affecting everybody. The flight tickets are going to go up. There's just no way. I can't see the way around that happening.
Yeah, I wonder does it affect if you've bought a ticket now for the end of the year? Will it affect that as well? Can they ask you to pay more?
Well, basically, if you're on a route that is running, let's say you're on a Qantas flight, I cannot really see them just changing that. But let's say you're in Emirates or Qatar, or there's heaps of these. I've published a list of these airlines affected.
Yeah.
Point one, they're going to tell you, we're not flying that route. Point. Okay. So that route is closed to you.
Yeah.
So you want a new route. You want to get there. So you've got to pay for the new route.
Yes,
it's going to cost you more. It's just going to cost you more. So Andries Graaf also saying, and this is the truth, the last outpost will be the last one to recover from this war. Unfortunately, that is so. We've been still struggling just to recover from Cindy's joyride that she had in New Zealand. And this won't be the last straw, because we got a lot of straws, but this will still affect us in the long run, even though we haven't fired a shot, or we don't even have a ship worth sailing there.
Yeah.
So
in the end, we all just have to pray that this will end soon, and without much disruptions. And I mean, there are going to be disruptions.
Yeah, and then to everybody else there, guys, Bonita is going to buy toilet paper. So I think this morning at 8 o'clock, if you are at Pack and Save, please get as much toilet paper as possible. We've seen that helped with the previous pandemic as well.
Yeah.
It did help. It kept COVID away as well. So, all right. Guys, that's us. Thank you very much. Next week, same time, same place. See you all there.
Have a good day. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.